Guys, welcome back. GTSGermany.com. This is number 3 of 3 for the hip mobility stretches. Again, we're going to focus on opening the front of the hip here. So what we're going to do now is, you've noticed my mat is against the wall. So I'm going to start by placing my left knee directly against the wall. You notice the mat is in a funny place. I'll explain this later, but for right now, I'm going to focus on getting my left knee directly against the wall. And from this position, what I want to do is see if I'm able to step up with the right leg. Remember, we don't want to stretch one and break the other. So if you're not able to hold a good position here, and you find your knee tracking over your toe, or your knee falling inside, then we need to pull the knee out a little bit, which I'll discuss a little bit later. So in the meantime, let's go back to the good position we have here, where my foot is up, my knee is directly against the wall, and my actual heel is tracking behind my butt. I don't want it to come out to the side of my butt, because this will unwind the muscle in the joint capsule, which is what I do not want. I want to keep them wound up, or keep the torque in place to really create that stretch that we're looking for. And from here, I'm going to start working my way up. So I start with my right hand on my knee. I might start feeling a little bit of a stretch in the hip flexors, and I'm wanting to see how far I can come up. Some of you may be stuck here. This is not a problem. You can always get a ball or a chair and relax. But if you're able to, I want you to come all the way up and really focus again on keeping the heel tracking behind your butt, and see if you're able to come up in a position with keeping the back straight and the head against the wall, or a piece of graffiti in my case. So again, if this is not possible with your knee directly against the wall, this is where we can do the same stretch, but we can pull the knee out a little bit and come back into the same position. Now what you've noticed here is, obviously this has been pulled away from the wall. I've done this for a reason, because I like to use this with my athletes as a diagnostic tool. Because when my knee is directly against the wall, it doesn't matter if what type of ground I'm on, it doesn't hurt, because I'm not sitting on my patella. I'm not sitting on that knee bone. So when athletes have been telling me, or clients have been telling me they've been doing this, one of the ways I can test them is by putting them on the regular ground and seeing if they're able to come up in that same position without the mat. So this is a good test for you if you really think your knee's against the wall and you're wondering where your missing hip mobility might be. Take the mat away, take the carpet away, get on an uncomfortable floor, and see if you're able to do it. Because if your knee's directly against the wall, it should be possible. And then again here, we're going to go for that 3 to 5 minute mark. We can kick the foot against the wall for the contract, relax, go deeper, or we can focus on turning a bit. Because once we hit our range of motion limits, the skeletons in the closet are going to be different. We're all going to have different tight corners. So this way I can focus on getting a little bit more of the IT band and the rectus femoris. And this way, if I rotate into it, I can start opening up a little bit more of that groin. Sometimes pushing the butt forward, sometimes pushing the foot back, playing with my own dark little corners, and finding out what tissues need to be opened up. So again, 3 to 5 minutes, we want to hold this for a little bit of time to really lengthen that tissue and get into that fascia. If you guys have any questions, write on the wall, send me an email, and there it is, 3 of 3. So go get some mobile hips.